All right, good evening, everyone. This is Daniel from TradeCrowd 360, and I thought I'd update on my ServiceNOW trade. So this was placed last week, and given the sell-off in tech today, I was able to actually make a number of moves on ServiceNOW. So this is basically how I garner the premium necessary to cover the cost of the call option. So I am swapping over to calls as opposed to purchasing the underlying and marrying a put just because I have a better use for the cash. That I'll be detailing in a separate video, but this is sort of the start of using call options more regularly. And in this case, I had the 970 call outstanding. Tech looks pretty weak at the open. I didn't know necessarily that the day would sort of turn out the way it did, but I was certainly concerned that there wasn't a lot of upward momentum, that there had the potential for a pullback. Didn't know if it would necessarily manifest itself as it did today. Not that today was horrific, but maybe caught a few people by surprise for sure. In any event, I closed out the 970 call, and then just seeing that the trend was kind of down, bounced down, so to speak, and it just kept on grinding down. I sold the 955 call into the end of the week, and the 8-day moving average for ServiceNOW roughly around the 930 mark. So I was sort of anticipating a bounce there, bounce off support, and that's pretty much what happened. So around that time, when ServiceNOW was trading for roughly 930, 929, I closed out the 955 call and booked 1250. Waited, got the bounce, sold the same contract again for $2.05, and I'll see what happens towards the end of the week. I don't think it's necessarily going to get there. I could be proven wrong, but we'll see. And I also then elected to sell one of the far strikes into next week. So earnings on ServiceNOW is October the 22nd. I chose the 1070 call, so pretty big movement. I sort of talked about this in my prior video that if nothing happens for the end of this week into early next week, that would just afford me the opportunity to sell another set of calls, maybe at the 1000, 1010, 990 strike. I'm open to those strikes as being in play, and I'll go from there. I'm probably not going to transact until the current set of calls are resolved, which is obviously tomorrow's Wednesday. So we're already moving to midweek, end of trading day. There's only 2 days left, so I don't think there's the impetus to put on new positions on ServiceNOW. Actually pretty happy with the premium that I've collected. So it's pretty simple, but also kind of tricky at the same time, in the sense that you have to recognize what type of day is it, right? And when you can sort of look out your window and decide that it's raining, predict that it's going to continue to rain, then you can make these type of short-term trades and be directionally correct more often than not. So I'm not always correct in my direction, but I tend to have a good feel for the market in terms of the likely direction. And there's obviously different indicators that people will use. I'm more of a purist. I don't look at any indicator whatsoever. I don't need to at this point. I'll glance at certain things from time to time, but I know I might be doing myself a disservice by not doing that, but I just never felt compelled, or when I did incorporate it at different aspects of my trading career, I never found it really made a difference. So you gotta go with what works. People are going to do things differently. If indicators work, use them. If they don't use them. For me, I tend to just take a look at the market, and I'll take a look at the various sectors. I'll take a look at the positions, and then I'll decide from there And I'll read around what other traders are saying, doing, thinking. Good traders that have a good track record, not the ones that you'll often see on YouTube. Present company excluded. I mean, but I'm not really trying to sell you anything, and I'm don't think I can necessarily teach either. Again, the point of this forum or these videos is more to relay my thoughts, share ideas, and also just sort of act as a channel to display the type of trades that I make should I move towards setting up my fund, which is pretty much what I'm about to do. So I think it's better to show, don't tell. If anybody is so inclined to invest, I think it's better to just show them what you do as opposed to tell them. So this is one of the reasons that I have these videos as well. So it also keeps me on point because I have to justify all the trades that I make and my success or my failures. But so far, so good. This is all par for the course, and we'll see how it goes. And like I said, I won't necessarily transact in ServiceNOW until probably not this week at all. I'll probably wait till next week, and then I'll sell another set of calls into earnings, depending on what ServiceNOW does throughout the remainder of the week and whether or not I feel that the 1070 strike is in play. So we'll go from there, and have a great rest of the week, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.